Hey, bays. So I hope that you all have had a wonderful day. I'm so glad to be back with another episode for you. So today I am going to be preparing beef stew. And the topic for today, while I do that, is going to be, do men need to be taught how to meet the needs of a woman? So I do not have a guest today. It's just going to be the queen talking today. But I am open to doing another video with a guest with your input. So definitely, after you listen to this, definitely let me know in the comments what you guys think. And if the comments is not enough space for you to really express how you feel, hit me up on Instagram at Coco the Queen _ So for any promo that you'd like from me, definitely please email me at thequeenacademy@gmail.com. And that's going to be TheKweeny@gmail.com. And this is for those of you who are small business owners who are desiring to get your products out there. I'm more than open to collabing. So let's get started. So I just want to get right into this. So most of the feedback that I get on my TikTok is from older men. And I find that older men, they either got it or they don't. But with the younger men, they don't got it because they don't want to get it, right? But I only thought that until my recent experience with an older man that's very close to 60, I was very surprised by his response. So this was in reference to a conversation between me and a young man, and the older male asked, do you tell him what you need? And like, does he do it or whatever? And I told him, I said, yes, I do. But it depends on the day. It depends on if it's within his capacity for the day or if it's not. Because I have learned that men only have a certain window for women's emotions. And that's fair. But I also expressed that I don't think that he fully understands it. And so I'm going to get into that. And naturally, men, the way they think, are not going to already know that when a woman is overwhelmed, it's going to be hard for her to do basic things because, well, women, we just handle things differently than men. Of course, we handle being overwhelmed, stressed, and depressed differently than men, especially because of how emotional we are. So I had said, well, I hadn't been doing this because I was depressed, and he didn't get it because he says, well, oh, I'm depressed sometimes too, but that doesn't stop me from doing this. And I was just like, he just doesn't get it. So then the older male was just like, oh yeah, I had a young lady tell me that before. And I asked her, well, what do you want me to do? And so then he went on to say she told him what she needed from him, and then he just did it. But if a man actually doesn't understand or is willing to understand, he's probably not going to even want to do it. And his argument also was, well, you have to tell me what you need me to do because men don't really care about women's emotions. Yeah, we just have a listening ear, but we don't care because we're not emotional. And I was just like, that is so out of line because you don't invalidate women's emotions just because you're incapable of dealing with your own emotions. So now in some things, yes, I feel that men need to be told down to specifics because they are not women, right? But there's also the other hand where I feel like men should make an effort to learn how to understand women. And sometimes that requires research because sometimes as a woman, it's even way more overwhelming to have to explain what I need when I'm in the moment of not getting what I need. And sometimes I don't even know what I need. Like, for example, I was dealing with an older man. He was like 50 at the time. And I started doing research because I had to find out that, that's kind of a very like critical age for men. They feel a way, they go through changes. And then also like, how do they deal with stress? And I found myself coming back and empathizing with him and asking like, what could I do? And even apologizing for some of the ways that I had been acting and not being understanding of him.
You are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl, you are so pretty, pretty, pretty.
So I will say that women should not have to constantly tell their man what she needs, because at that point, he just doesn't care and he's just not paying attention. And in the same breath, I think that men need to be willing to just take whatever that woman is saying for what it is and see past the emotion and not try to turn it into logic. This is also a situation for me. If he wanted to, he would, because I had a conversation with a 42-year-old man and he literally told me, like, I'm 42 years old. I'm too old for you to be having to be patient with me. I'm just saying, like, I'm grown. I'm mature. So when it comes to your emotions and things like that, like, I'm on top of that. So let me know what you think. Do you think men need to be taught how to meet the needs of a woman? Thank you for watching. See you next time. Good night.